Welcome back to MomoCon, everybody. I'm Rookie, joined here with Pyrus.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Been a while since we did a commentary block together.
I know, we're so old.
So
we're so old.
You know, exciting times. Moving on to quarterfinals, top 48.
This is like this is where it starts getting really serious.
Yeah, the players that are all here have been battle tested up to this point. Made it through the gauntlet that is round one. Those qualifiers are absolutely no joke.
Drowning in pools is a real thing.
Top 4 advance. I mean, most people are supposed to drown in pools.
Yes, that's the purpose. We got to weed out everyone, but,
So,
it happens.
The players we got left, there's some names. And because of the format this year, where it's dependent on where you place.
Right.
A lot of upsets happened that weren't just people getting 4th instead of 5th. A lot of upsets happened that's the second seed of a pool got first.
Right.
And we're actually about to cast a pool featuring the top overall seed of the tournament.
Vantox, yeah.
The second seed of the tournament in Flowx. And we still got some other sharks in here like Blaze, Soldier, Myles, Sneakz. I mean, this is like potentially the death pool.
This is 100% like there's going to be a lot of upsets and a lot of people who are going to be upset that they're not going to be able to make it through. But, sometimes that's just the way life goes.
I'm seeing the 1 seed, 5 seed, 8 seed, 15, 6, and 2 in this lobby.
Yeah.
And those are the people that are just projected to advance.
Right.
Still got Jason, Jet, Pat, Spoon, Dynamo, and Bucket, who came seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, he's a good local in Florida.
Land player.
Gainesville, Orlando area. And he's just been, I think, since Holiday Matsuri 2022. So shout outs to him being able to fly all the way out here.
Seed 75.
Yeah.
Tied for 3rd in the room that we just watched.
Yeah.
Beat out Ember even to
Right.
advance. So
I'm going to be starting off with Vantox MKS. The good old first pick.
Yep.
The good old first track of the game.
Yep. Going in order. So Vantox, we all know. Peachette Scooty made recently. And undefeated in America.
Yeah, no, he told me, so before this round started, he was like, I've been, cracked, for this past year, and, he's been focusing a lot, apparently. So he's looking to take it home again, last year champion, going to be taking it home, hopefully, again this year. But, starting off really strong in that first place.
Edgeguard, MomoCon last year, I mean,
he's there.
I don't know if he's going to repeat this time. There's a lot of really good players in this room, let alone the rounds after it and the finals after that.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got his work cut out for him, but hey, 1 seed for a reason.
yeah. So Vantox is going to be holding it down at first with Soldier and Sneakz falling right behind him. Obviously the trick with MKS is there's always going to be a blue or shock towards the end of the race. So a lot of people are going to be trying to get those mushrooms, so they're going to be able to take that motion glider cut at the end. And hopefully Sneakz is going to be able to use his mushroom to just fly away.
I don't think he's going to, because there is a blue that is out, but Vantox appears to be taking it. The question is, what is Sneakz going to do with the shroom?
I think he's going to take the cut, just try to get away from Vantox, because that bomb is very, very scary.
And with the blue already out, got a little bit of a timer going right now. He's going to risk it, and we'll see if it works out for him. And Sneakz is one of those streaky players that can chain first.
Yes, he is a very, very smart player. He knows exactly how to use his items really well.
It's an interesting pull for Soldier right here. Might actually have some implications on what Sneakz might be having up front, too.
Yeah, Sure. Soldier right now with his triple green is going to be able to hold down. Oh, he's going to be horning.
Horns come in pairs.
Yeah, the horning is such a good defensive item, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to do much with that.
Who's going to be coming up at the end? Soldier going to be chaining everything. That horn gets 1 shroom.
And that's all you need. Just going to be back to
watch out for Jason right here. That red's coming in. It looks like it broke from Pat. Soldier with the 3rd.
First.
Blaze getting 2nd.
Soldier getting 3rd.
And Flow 4. Vantox in 7th right now. Myles 8.
That's one of the those bad things about running MKS is you get blue.
It's
and you're
risky.
just nothing I can do. It's already lap 3.
And that's what that was one of the better places for him to actually take it, because I was on the glider, got some forward momentum.
And you still have the first set, choose the bag a little bit, try to get those shrooms, but unfortunately it wasn't too much. It wasn't enough for Vantox right there.
So let's talk a little bit about Sneakz.
Ooh, Sneakz.
He's traditionally that LAN player, but he's the one that always seems to find himself in first against all these traditionally online players.
Yeah, no, he does an amazing job of being so young. He's able to handle that pressure so well, and is able to just get ahead of the pack right there.
A threat to win every tournament.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I still remember when I went out to Holiday Matsuri 2022. He came out, I didn't even know who Sneakz was, and you know, he got first place there. I was so mad. I was like, man,
humbling.
I was like, man, these new generation of players.
And on Mario Kart, you like want to chalk it up to like, maybe it's just a different day, but
no,
he keeps doing it.
Yeah, he keeps doing it over and over, and consistency is the most important thing about this game.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Jet.
Yeah.
Waluigi Wiggler main in 2024.
Hey, man.
Still rocking it.
Bring me back to the old days.
Yep. It's much more easy to swallow when it's just one, right? It's like the novelty is like there and all that. So I think it's very cool. Did the shroomless TT practice, I believe, forever and just was comfortable with it. So good to see him back again this year as well.
We're going to be Myles starting off with 6th place with this shroom. He's going to be able to hopefully take some of these coins, at least one. And he's going to be able to run the shroom up all the way to the top 6 spot.
This start's going to be critical for Myles also. 8th place is not the start that he wanted. Not going to be, crippling or anything.
Right.
But definitely a little bit of extra pressure early. But luckily, this is a 8 race round.
Yeah, 8 races. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do those 12 races that these people are used to. But
top 6 advanced, though.
Top 6 advanced. Unfortunately, those 6 players are not going to be able to pass on. But, obviously, it's still very, very early on into the round, so there's a lot of, chances to make your move and be able to, make the dominance, be there. Unfortunately, getting back right there. That's so unfortunate for Jason.
Well, Flowx is he will punish you if you're not ready.
He will. Flowx is such a smart player, coming all the way from France.
Yeah. And one thing I have to say about him is he likes one-on-oneing a lot. I play with him a decent amount, and he's the one that always wants to, and he practices these shots all the time. So.
Right, so he's very, very good at hitting, a person right in front of him.
He's putting a lot of pressure on Sneakz right now, releasing the SMT early. He's going to make Sneakz have to think about it a little bit.
I wonder if he's going to use his horn. Yeah, yes, it's important to hold on to the horn for the.
When's the risk worth it, right?
I think the risk is worth it because it's towards the end, and the pack is very, very close right now.
We're gonna find out soon, but it looks like he's just gonna take over. Sneakz like, I got first last race. I can live with this.
Right. Soldier in fourth place with his Vantox. The blue is coming. He's gonna let Sneakz just pass ahead, but I don't think the blue's gonna be. Oh,
Sneakz delivers the hit. That's gonna be some iframes. Flo will hold on to second. Vantox third. I think he gave him the fist bump there. Like, all right, nice job. You got me.
Sneakz with the first place again, the 30 points. With Blaze, Myles, Vantox being in the 4, 5, 6 position right there. There's still a lot of time before anything's decided, but it's really important to get your points up because Sneakz is already 30 points, and we have for example Bucket at the end right there with only 4 points. 26-point differential is such a big gap because you have to keep in mind people are going to always be getting points no matter what place you get, so you have to try to get those points as early as you can.
And I guess the good news for the people that are behind early is just Sneakz is on 30, but you don't have to beat him.
Exactly.
Not now.
No.
So,
not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
You will in the finals, but for right now, you just have to focus on getting in that top 6 spot, that cutoff right there.
I appreciate this track selection, by the way.
No,
a lot of different.
No, I'm very, very grateful that people are realizing, hey, these are the good tracks. These are the tracks we want to play. We don't really want to be playing.
It's just the diversity, right?
Yeah.
Just seeing all sorts of different runners coming out.
And at the same time, you have to realize, people have to be good at all these tracks. There's over 90 tracks in this game.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tracks you have to just be able to learn and play on the fly. And of course, there's gonna be some favorites. There's gonna be some least favorites. It takes some time. It's a little shy.
I had to call it out, right?
Flowx is going to be unfortunately missing that mini turbo. It's going to be so huge because that's going to give Sneakz such a big advantage to be able to break away so easily.
And I think still, if you're Flo, you're at the position where it's you're not ahead of Sneakz right now, but you're still in a pretty comfortable spot. There's a little bit of a risk factor in that you have to kind of go for top spots in these top 4 advanced situations. But at least in this round, it's hey, I just have to get good spots consistently.
Good spots,
it should be enough. So if you can get that 21-point stretch early, you can coast a little. Got still
if you consistently get top 4 spots, I think you're good to move on. So you just have to be able to hold down the fort right here. And Myles is doing just that with Sneakz right behind him.
I'm curious what happens here because this is a little bit of a threatening situation.
Honestly, It's in their best interest to play nice, but Myles is not looking to play nice right there.
Myles did not know that Sneakz had the shroom behind,
right?
So it's like, hey, he's got a bump. I don't want to mess with that. Let's create some space. The issue is on a shroom up track like this one. Now you got Daisy right behind you anyway.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Jason fares in this round. He's, I believe, not expected to advance by seeding, but is definitely like in that range where it's like you would not be surprised to see him make it through. So.
I mean, Myles is still holding down that first place with Jason right behind him with only 6 points, but that mushroom would be such a huge advantage coming up in this grass section here.
Oh, and Flow. Jason's like, okay, yeah, that's a break. That's kind of a little bit of a, not a screamer, but Flow just kind of emerged.
Jump scare.
Yeah, he didn't see. He did not see the red until it just appeared behind him. So it's a good yield there.
Right now, Jason's going to be able to just, just play a little bit safe.
That was an under. Gotta watch out. You saw
that
it.
bomb. That bomb is looking very scary. He's going to be contesting it with the blue show coming in.
Here it is. Who's going to take it? I think it's going to actually be Jason.
Myles is so naughty.
Flow is just weaving right by. Oh my God, that bomb!
Oh, Flowx unfortunately getting hit.
Myles is up front. Jason's up front. Can Soldier do anything? 10 coins, backs at Sneakz and Flow. Don't really need to do a lot.
It's hopefully going to be able to boomerang second right here.
Right over the
above.
Head. Good stuff for Myles and Jason right there. That was a crucial first and second for both of them.
That was a really good race for Myles because he's going to be able to, secure, that top 6 spot right here.
Yeah, they needed that. And you got to watch out. There's a storyline right here. Vantox is out of the top 6.
Right. That's very, very scary for Vantox. You have to, lock in, gamer lean. You got to be like, I'm ready, I
mean, this is last year's champion.
Yeah.
And there's still 5 races left. He's not super far out, but a little bit of pressure now.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
There are good players in this lobby. And that's the thing about these rooms. Some person that you don't expect always makes it.
I know, and especially in these rooms, like there's so many people you have to worry about. If you constantly be like, oh, I have to keep track of how many points this player has, how many points this player has. There's a lot of just different variables. You're just going through your head. At the same time, you have to focus on driving.
And the other thing is, you got to turn this around fast because if you don't, some of these other players at the top might smell blood in the water.
Yeah, and when they smell blood in the water, they're ruthless. They do not stop attacking. They go boom, 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 first, over and over and over.
And I know that Vantox is not particularly a Waluigi Stadium enjoyer, from what I know, but
he's not.
As a lot, big lounge player.
I mean, you got to get used to it. You have to. Waluigi Stadium is such a popular track in lounge, and it's one of those tracks where it's really important to focus on your driving. So we'll see how Vantox fares with this track. Yeah,
we got to watch for the shrooms early because that cut can be the avenue to a 3-lap front run very easily. So we'll see who pulls it, but definitely want to see where that peach head is early.
Jason going to be able to, take this Nisk right here. Unfortunately, the drop's going to be messing up his plan
Vantox did pull a shroom right now. He's still got a few people he's got to pass.
And it's so important to note that he has that 6 points, which is a lot more than most people have. It's so hard to get coins on this track because you have to usually go wide for these coins.
Yeah. Looks like a little bit of a safe zone, actually. I see a lot of shrooms or itemless players right now. He's going to have to watch out for sure. Respecting Soldier, giving space.
Yeah, that pressure is so important because you have to recognize getting hit as a loss of 3 coins and a loss of time.
Well, he has a solid amount of coins right now. He just has to make it through this cut, and he will be in a really good position to turn this around. So he's played this very well.
Right now, Myles, holding down that first place, even after Koopa Cape, that's going to be so important right there. Myles going to be a little bit aggressive right there, backing that banana.
Blood, but watch out. I see something.
Already a blue shell on the track right here. A shroom was such a good pull by Vantox right here.
He gave Myles a lot of space there just in case he decided to pull any funny business. It's going to work out. This pull's going to be big. I'm not going to say it out loud because we got people that might not know what he has. Don't want people trying to listen in on us, but this is a big situation right now.
And this is so important because right now, if Blaze catches up to Vantox, he's going to be able to, pressure on with these items he has right here.
Will Vantox shroom up is the question.
I think he has to.
I think he has to, and he does.
Hopefully they're not going to be able to pull any blues soon because if that happens, then Vantox is kind of screwed right there.
Myles still up here in third also. That front run not going completely to waste if the blue. If there's a shock, that could be in question, but Soldier and Sneakz also in 4-5. Blaze just opting to play it safe. I agree with that on his end. This is a huge race for Vantox to get back right into this.
That was so scary. If Myles can completely dictate if he should.
Oh, and Blaze gets hit on the line. Myles pulls that second out.
Yeah, that was very big for Vantox because, you know, he wasn't in the top 6.
Soldier just got destroyed at the end there. Still a good
so
first GP, but a bit more pressure now.
And now we're kind of evening out right now the distribution of the points. The top 6 seeds are, you know, in the top 6, obviously. So they're going to be able to hopefully hold down the spots that they get.
I mean, we laid out the instructions for Vantox right there.
Yeah, get first.
That's an A+ student right there.
He's going to graduate soon.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do, right? Now it's like, oh, you know, making a decision to red him when maybe it's not the best play becomes a little bit more difficult now if you think it's a waste of time if he's just going to make it out anyway.
Right.
So, huge race for him right there to turn the momentum.
We're going to be going to Toad's Turnpike. Was such an underrated pick.
I like this pick, to be honest. I know Toad's Turnpike has always had a stigma around it and, you know, kind of a bike track now. But it's a track that catches a lot of players off guard still.
Right. I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I know people like Vantox and Myles who aren't used to, you know, playing these tracks. And so that's so important for people like, you know, Adam Jed and like Spoon and Bucket to be able to, you know, come back on this track really easily.
Yeah, absolutely. So Myles kind of had a rough go at it the first 2 races. He's answered the bell really well the last 2. I think just up to 27 in the last 2 alone. So
right
good to flip right back on his head.
Bucket right now, hopefully going to be able to, you know, taste that first place, which is so important to be able to get first place on, you know, at least one of the races in your round, because that 15 points is such a huge, you know,
that's really good patience, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. Kind of let off the gas a little, recognized that the car hit was likely.
Right.
And that's something that a lot of players don't see on this track.
You don't always have to go forward. It's okay to slow down a little bit just to give yourself a better position in the long run.
Yeah. Blue is coming in for Vantox right now. He is not going to be able to dodge this one. Just him, Myles up front right now, but our trail's going to come out. We'll see. An interesting pull for Myles from second, I believe.
I wonder what he plans to use with this, because there's such a big threat from second place being able to pull that red shell. So I wonder when he's going to use that mushroom.
Well, we got to also see if he's going to be able to hold it. Does a mushroom get stolen? Yes, it does.
That's so
and I think that might have been coming from first, and that's unfortunate because I think Vantox is the kind of player that would not red first out there.
Right.
I think holding would have been the right play, but with the shroom suddenly gone, that changes a lot.
Changes a lot. Now he's going to be able to chain these red shells. Hopefully, he's going to wait towards the end. Honestly,
he's got space.
He's got a lot of space to do that. And I was going to say it's smart to start running him out now, being able to put that pressure so Myles back out.
And this is the difference between quals and quarters right there. Myles was very alert of the situation, recognized the space even, and decided I can afford to drop here.
Myles reading Vantox out. I don't know if he's going to be able to.
I don't think he got him, but Flo's going for him at the end. That's coming back. Flo gets third right there.
The lap 4 snipe right there.
Yeah. Flo just nodded. It's like, okay.
I'll take third.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, Flo's quietly put together a really good round so far. No first so far, but he's been in a pretty good position overall.
Right there. You know, we have such a big gap between first and last, but at the same time such a small gap between 6th and 7th. Only 1 point.
Soldier's currently in 6th, but he is hanging right on. Pat's, I believe, is 1 point behind.
Yeah.
Jet not too far behind as well.
Very close, and that's one of those things where it's important to establish your dominance, because getting those like 5th places, 6th places, they help, but at the same time you're not getting that many points compared to other people who are getting like 8th, 9th, things like that. Oh, you're going to go being over Rosalina's Ice World, which is such an interesting pick.
Yeah, I was not expecting this one. I mean, it came from the Flowx me, but that's Vantox, I believe.
Yeah, Vantox. So. I do know that he likes playing this track a lot, so he's going to be able to, hopefully coast in first place.
We don't see Rosa's Ice World all the time, but might be seeing it more.
Hopefully.
Specialized pick for Vantox. I mean, everybody watches Vantox now. That's the big thing these days. So.
Flowx
get used to it,
perhaps. Bumped out of 3rd place right there. And Sneakz going to be able to get that draft, but Vantox going to be able to get that draft back and hopefully be able to take over that 1st place again.
Look at this driving right here. I mean, not going to pull the double right there, but I mean, the gap that you see right now might have just been all track pick.
Yeah.
Right, that's why we pick specialized track picks.
And right now, Sneakz going to be able to chain the shroom. Oh, he's going to be holding it, actually, which is very, very smart.
I agree
that
with that.
draft was going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely a good play right there. Soldier's going to be a really important perspective to look at this race, obviously holding on to 6. Somebody who I believe is a threat to take this tournament as well. So, be really big for him if he can, protect himself, just hold a good spot up here.
And right now, Sneakz and Vantox are going to be able to break away just a little bit from Soldier, taking that cut lap 1. And right now, Soldier's impressive lines right here, cutting it close on that corner. And he's going to be able just to hold down the spot. Honestly, if you're Soldier, you are chilling. You got triple bananas.
Watch out! Hitting right by the Vantox right there, all driving too.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to want to contest him particularly either, but back some bananas to create some. I mean, this is a great situation for Soldier. I mean, top 3 is gone. Blue is now out. He's just going to have to make sure he gets out of the way. Potentially watch out. Oh, and the blue hits him.
Blue, unfortunately. And right now, we have Sneakz. Oh, Sneakz dodging.
I don't know what he had.
He had a mushroom.
Did he have that shroom from lap 1?
Yeah,
he had it from lap 1. Interesting pull for Vantox right here. Is he going to do anything offensive right now? I'm not sure.
I mean, honestly, he just needs to make sure that Soldier doesn't do anything, he shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Vantox right now, I'm fine with the situation right now and even just pressuring. That being said, Soldier is somebody that you might want to see out. There's another
blue shell. I don't think Sneakz is going to be able to dodge this one.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
and Vantox
getting hit.
By it. Soldier on right's interesting. Sneakz is not going to be able to dodge this one, but I think it's going to be fine. What hit him? Can we look at Soldier right now? He's up in second. Red's coming out for Sneakz. Is it going to land? It is not.
It's not going to land.
Not going to land.
But Soldier going to be in that second place, which is such a huge race for him because he's going to be able to creep more into that top 6 and not be able to be eliminated.
Not just that, also, but Pat's actually kind of stuck in the back there, and that creates a much more sizable gap. And suddenly, Blaze is now on the cusp of being in the. Tied
for 6 with Jason right there.
It's so troll too. They're both Daisy. We're not gonna be able to map read, so we're gonna have to be jumping to them more.
We're gonna have to just guess. Show a little favoritism.
I mean, Duo Studios jumping. I mean, that might be the blessing. We followed Vantox a lot on Waluigi Stadium, Soldier a lot that race.
Right.
They get good races.
They're good players, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I love watching them because
absolutely.
you're able to see their good driving, their good item skill, their calm maneuver, stuff like that.
Sure.
But we're going to be able to hopefully get some good track picks. I mean, the tracks have been really good so far. Hopefully we get no DK Summit. That's something about that track. It grinds my gears.
Maybe there's some players in the lobby that think that they're a lot stronger than the others on DK Summit. Who knows? That being said, I don't see any right now.
No, not right now. But I think we're going to be going to get Squeaky Clean Sprint, which is such a interesting track pick because it's so technical, but at the same time, it relies on a lot of shortcuts.
I remember when Wave 5 came out, I was doing a room with some of my friends. One of them just within 2 seconds, this track is horrible. It's so weird. You just jump into the water immediately. It's like none of us knew that we could trick at the bottom all that. It felt so clunky at first, but as it is aged, we know so much more about it now.
Right, there's a lot of hidden techniques and little tricks that you're able to do in order to get ahead of the pack right here.
And yeah, Blaze and Jason going to be really interesting storylines here, and it's not just them. There are a lot of people that still are not quite safe yet.
Right.
And there's only 2 races left.
Yeah, and those 2 races are the most important because, you're going to be able to get a lot of points soon, really, really soon.
I got a fun fact about Blaze.
Oh,
I think he might actually be I can't verify it, but I know he had the world record on this track on week 1.
Oh,
might have been the first person to have it. That being said, that was week 1. But I know he likes Sweet Clean Sprint.
It gets ingrained into your memory though. At the same time, so it really does help that people TT and they're able to practice their driving on this track.
Yeah. See Dynamo up in top spots. I think this is the first time we've seen him really pressing first, second, etc. So. Good to see him here. He's going to have to watch out for Flo, though. He's in 3rd. And this is one of the local guys, I believe.
Yeah, Dynamo right here. With I believe that's Myles up in 1st place.
Yeah, Myles has really turned this around.
Myles is such a strong player. He's very, very consistent. Every time I see Myles, he's up in the front.
He's taking a lot of blues, too, and that's a really unfortunate timing one, but this is going to be an interesting situation back in the bomb there. So Blaze up in 3rd right now. Really, this is a great spot for him. He needs this race for sure.
100%. With those protections in his pocket right there, he's going to be able just to hold down the fork.
Oh, and he got the glider extension. Not always wanted right there. So, this is a good position. He is gaining a decent amount of time on Dynamo by doing the drift strats right now. And I think if you're Blaze, you're just fine to chill right now.
Yeah, you are chilling. There's not much that can really take you out. The only thing that can take you out is like a boomerang or like fireballs. But like this truck is so shroom heavy. So
another blue is coming in.
I believe
Blaze backs all the greens.
Yeah, I believe Flowx.
Oh, Flow is not going to make this.
No, that's such a.
Is Blaze going to get first on this track? We're going to have to find out. He takes it up top. Everybody we follow is just getting these immaculate dubs. Where is Jet up there? Jason a little bit far in the back, and this is going to make the last race a little bit more difficult. This is
such a huge track pick for those, in the back, because they're going to be able to get a lot of points. And right now we have a 10-point difference between 6th and 7th. So this is going to be really important. Because
so here's the thing. It does look very large, the point gap, right? Jason is the only... So I believe that the only possible way that Pats can make it right now is if he gets first, Soldier g's last, and he beats him in a tiebreaker. That's just so. And Jason doesn't pass him.
That's just you need the luck of a lifetime to be able to do that.
But Jason might be 10 points behind.
Right.
But Blaze, Vantox, Flow, and Soldier are all within 2 points.
Right.
And one of them is likely to get a bad spot.
Right.
It's not a guarantee, but I would say it is a favorable situation. But for that to even happen, you really need to get first.
100%.
So Jason's got to find a way to get this front run.
Maybe Coconut Mall is going to be able to do a little bit for Jason. We'll see.
Hey, we've been following a lot of players that need big races, and they've gotten big races.
Yeah, big races is
Maybe
such
this
a...
is...
Hopefully Coconut Mall. I mean, everyone knows about Coconut Mall.
It's a runner.
It's a very good runner, but at the same time, there's a lot of shortcuts you're going to be able to take.
Oh, I thought he got the box, but...
Unfortunately, not going to be able to get that box right there, but, it's okay. If you're Jason, you're chilling. You got 5 points. You're in the top 4 spot. You're chilling. You're going to be able to, hopefully get past Vantox in this
Vantox has no bit. He does not want him to pass at all.
No, not at all. And we got Jet right now in first place, holding it down with Blaze in second.
Yeah, there's the trail. And that is huge for Vantox and literally everybody else who's around him in the standings right now. I mean, it's kind of the mission objective almost.
Right.
It's like, hey, I mean, if this guy doesn't get first, I'm almost guaranteed to make it through. And again, you hate to be in that situation, but lap 1 matters, right?
Yeah, no, lap 1 does matter.
Earlier races matter.
And right now, Jet's going to be holding it down, which is so important for him to be backing. Unfortunately, not getting anyone. I believe getting Flowx right there in the back in 6th place.
I mean, Jet can still get, I believe, 25th with a good last race and all that.
No, I mean, Jet right now, he's looking really, very good right now because there's a lot of defensive items that 2nd and 3rd place has right now. So they're not going to be really aggressive. So the only thing that really take him out is a blue shell.
Yeah. So I don't this isn't the worst position. You have coins and all that, but a boo or something probably needs to be pulled here. Oh no! Right as he throws it forward.
That's just so unfortunate. Yeah. Jet's going to be able to slow down just a little bit, but unfortunately slowing down too much.
Well, Blaze also turn around here, but I was going to say, is Vantox going to be the mall king, but it looks like he gets hit out also, so Blaze still up here.
Blaze up here, Sneakz up here as well. He's going to be able to take this glider.
Well, we got Sneakz. Can we catch up at all? Maybe? Oh, watch out, he gets Blaze. Wait, Pats was one. Where's Soldier? Where's Soldier?
Soldier, I believe he's in the pack right there.
I think so. I believe, yeah, it's not going to be quite enough, but Pat's getting a huge last race. Yeah, I mean, Pat's got really close there at the end, actually.
Very, very close.
If Soldier got 12?
Yeah, if Soldier got 12, it could have happened, but unfortunately for Pats, he's going to be able to get knocked out right here.
It's kind of funny in a sense because if you told Soldier before the race, yeah, Pats is winning this race, it's like, oh, kind of nerve-wracking, actually.
It came out of nowhere for sure. Yes, congratulations to Sneakz, Myles, Vantox, Flowx, Blaze, and Soldier for moving on.
Yeah, and that was one of those rare groups that didn't have many upsets.
Right.
Might be a tribute to the fact that a lot of the top players in earlier rounds did land in this group. It was a really tough group, especially at the top. So it was a really good showing from everybody. I mean, shout out to Bucket, right?
Yeah,
75
shout out to
seed.
Yeah, I mean,
some good races.
No, 100%. A lot of good races.